Alright, welcome back to 2K14 Universe. It's me, Jitch, and you are watching NXT.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, from planet Earth, weighing 375 pounds, the Funkasaurus, Brodus Clay.
I'm very intrigued by this opening matchup here tonight. Brodus Clay is set for singles competition, but we've been told that his opponent will remain a mystery, but that the NXT universe can very much look forward to just who it's going to be. Brodus Clay is, of course, in the top 10. Well, it's not really saying much here in NXT, because admittedly there's only like 16 superstars on NXT at any given time. But, you know, regardless of that, there he is. There's Brodus Clay. Always in good spirits. I'll never forget when he defeated Ric Flair and how that must have sent an angry shiver down a lot of people's spines. But here he is. Former Raw superstar Brodus Clay. Now, who is this man up against? I do wonder. Oh, okay.
Approaching the ring, weighing 360 pounds, Tensai.
Well, that is quite a sour expression on his face, and it is no surprise. Tensai lost a loser leaves Raw match to Yokozuna quite a few weeks back over on Raw. I mean, he was absolutely destroyed by Yokozuna. But now he makes his debut as an NXT superstar. This is quite a massive acquisition for NXT. Unlike a lot of people who have come down to NXT, this guy was nowhere near the bottom of the Raw WWE Championship rankings. He was pretty high up, actually. Of course, Tensai is a former WWE Tag Team Champion on top of that. And a former European Champion, too. Let's not forget. That is a huge acquisition for NXT. This, you know what? I don't want to get ahead of myself. This might be a great challenge for Andre the Giant. I'm going to say it now. Tensai could be a fantastic challenge for the NXT champion. Well, coming your way here tonight in our main event, we've got Fandango set to go one-on-one with Sin Cara in hopes to become a SmackDown superstar, which will then bring Sin Cara down here to NXT. It would effectively end the tag team of Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio over on SmackDown as well. What a huge powerbomb by Tensai. I tell you, this is a huge get for NXT. Tensai did some incredible things over NXT, and I think this really sticks to Mr. Fuji, you know. All those snide comments about how Tensai may as well be over on NXT teaming with a nobody like Brodus Clay, and you know, really laying into and obviously disrespecting Brodus too, but I don't think Tensai cares about that too much, I'll be honest. But you know, it's nice to see Tensai come down here and shut down that speculation. There were people that were starting to think perhaps when we next saw Tensai, it'd be as the tag team partner of Brodus Clay. So it's kind of nice to see that that's not the case. Speaking of tag teams, we've got an interesting tag team matchup. Next, got more mysteries coming your way here on NXT. As King Kong Bundy and Ted... Yeah, it is correct. King Kong Bundy and Ted DiBiase issued a challenge a while back against Virgil. Said, go ahead, find anyone willing to team with you, and we'll face you in a tag team match. Well, Virgil is insistent he's found someone willing to team with the lovable loser. So we'll see. DiBiase's one to talk. I mean, Virgil at least has one win over DiBiase. Do you know how many victories DiBiase has? None. It could be one tonight, though. I mean, he's got a very promising partner in King Kong Bundy. Definitely wouldn't be to his credit, though.
He didn't need a GPS to find the mark.
Tensai very much in control of Brodus Clay right now. It's been a while since we've seen this dominant side of Tensai, but it is definitely still very prevalent in this man. As I say, this could be a real game changer here in NXT. Teaming with Brodus and a team called Tons of Funk, dancing around and changing his name to Sweet Tea. What vile insults by Mr. Fuji. Thank God that would never happen.
catch somebody with the size and power of Brodus Clay. What a nasty elbow. Brodus got caught there.
Interesting to see how long this match has already gone on for. Truthfully, I always kind of count Brodus out. Whenever I see that this guy's in action, a part of me goes, well, how long is this one going to last? A couple of seconds? I must admit, again, you know, it's that NXT change-up. It can really do wonders for you. In a way, I think Sin Cara might be hoping he loses to Fandango in our main event tonight. I mean, think about it. If he loses to Fandango, well, Sin Cara could be saying goodbye to SmackDown. Yeah, but he could be saying hello to NXT, and maybe he'll finally hit double digits as a winner. Choke bomb there by Tensai. Drops down Brodus Clay, and now a cover attempt. And that's a kick out. Brodus catching him off the suplex attempt, and there's a reversal by Brodus. I guess they are kind of similarly dressed, but I don't think that's enough to make them a tag team. Ooh, big German suplex. And a knee to the head.
Call your friends. Let them know what's going on right now in this awesome match. An elbow. Ooh, big right hand.
Back and forth between these two. Quite admirable, actually. These two big men got a lot to prove here on NXT. Definitely home to a lot of big men. Andre the Giant, the NXT champion, one of them. Number one contender, Big E Langston, another. King Kong Bundy. Big John Studd. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of big boys here at NXT. Wolf Kessler. Tensai now dropping down on Brodus Clay. And enough is not enough. Tensai really wants to leave his mark on Brodus. Wants to let the NXT universe know that he is here. And there comes that classic claw from Tensai. Straight into the cover on Brodus. And Tensai has arrived. This is going to be an interesting one to watch here on NXT. No doubt. You got the guy. I got the guy.
He gets a big victory here tonight. Love him or hate him, that was an incredible match.
There's no way to underscore how big this superstar's victory is. Perhaps the biggest in his life. Tensai is officially a part of NXT. I hope one day, real soon, we get to see Tensai and Andre the Giant for that NXT championship.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, representing the $1 Million Corporation at a total combined weight of 704 pounds, the $1 Million Man, DiBiase, and King Kong Bundy.
What's all this about the $1 Million Corporation? DiBiase has said that everybody has a price for the $1 Million Man, and he will continue to expand as he sees fit. But he has got his first acquisition right here, and he's a real good one. I definitely have to agree, to be fair. King Kong Bundy is a humongous addition, no pun intended. The human condominium. What condiment is he? Mayor?
And their opponents first. From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing 250 pounds, Virgil.
This guy is literally out of his mind. I don't know who would be willing to team up with someone quite as fascinating as Virgil. But someone out there, someone with a kind heart, someone with a lot of love, a kind heart, and a very, very gentle and nice attitude on NXT has agreed to work alongside this man. Who could that be? Well, of course, the nicest man in all of NXT.
His tag team partner. From Austin, Texas, weighing 275 pounds, Dusty Rhodes.
So Dusty Rhodes revisiting his first match here, actually. When he made his debut here on NXT, it was a match against Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man. It was Dusty Rhodes' first ever victory as he competed in the NXT Championship inaugural tournament. I believe Dusty actually made it fairly far, I want to say, or maybe he lost in the second round. I'm not too sure. It was one of the two. But either way, Dusty Rhodes did defeat DiBiase, and since then DiBiase has won exactly 0 matches. Why do these polka dots on his back of his trunks always look like a happy face? Is that intentional? Because that's all I see. Just a big old happy face. I think it's just polka dots, to be honest. So here we go. Virgil starting things off with DiBiase, and Virgil got his first ever victory just last week on NXT over DiBiase. DiBiase insists he plans on buying many more superstars down the line, but that's easier said than done. Purchasing superstars is not something you can just do. I mean, for one, you've probably got to find people that fall on kind of hard times. I mean, King Kong Bundy is definitely one of those people, unfortunately. I think after being abandoned by Andre and Bobby the Brain, Bundy kind of went into a bit of a bad place mentally, especially after being so physically abused by Andre afterwards. But I really think DiBiase is taking advantage of King Kong Bundy by buying him out. Up next is this very interesting bonus EYS match. So I'm going to be calling it Earn Your Spot matches from now because I'm tired of saying Earn Your Spot. So EYS or Eyes. Should we just call them Eyes match? The Eyes match. It makes it sound like Luke Harper's old Titantron with all the eyes. The Eyes match. That actually sounds like something they'd do. Like all the lights are out and all the Trons just have eyes on them. It's spooky. But yeah, I'm tired of calling it an Earn Your Spot. It's quite a mouthful.
And from here you can't do much of anything. Hey, wait a minute, what's he doing here?
Up next we have that Fandango could be saying goodbye to NXT, and I really feel like, much like Big E Langston actually, Fandango is quite a staple of NXT and what it's become so far. NXT is a really fun brand. I enjoy this one a lot because the roster on it is constantly changing, which means the main event scene for it is constantly evolving, because a lot of the people that come down to NXT, they immediately are like top ranked, they're top dog. Now they could be like Brodus and kind of very quickly descend, or they could stay up there like the Nexus. I'd say Jake Roberts has actually managed to stay somewhat relevant here on NXT too. Not fantastically, but you know, more so than he was on Raw. I just think it's really nice to have that like evolving roster, and there will be another EYS match in 2 weeks' time here on NXT. As that one that we're going to be witnessing here tonight, that's a makeup one for Big E Langston's one, which has been cancelled in favor of a rematch with Andre the Giant. There's no confirmed date on when that will be happening, as obviously Big E Langston is currently out with an injury. Andre may lose the NXT Championship before Big E is able to return. What a shock that would be. I'm sure Big E has got his heart set now on becoming NXT Champion after being denied his right to leave NXT, being told the only way he's leaving NXT is when Andre says he's finished with Big E Langston.
What a nasty elbow.
Gets him down with a neck breaker as Virgil looking pretty promising so far in this match. I'd say surprisingly lack of Dusty Rhodes so far in this matchup, but you know, preserving your tag team partner is a solid strategy in any tag team match, especially if you're more confident in them being the stronger point of your tag team. And I imagine both Virgil and Dusty, whether Dusty's able to admit it or not, they both probably know that he's the better man between the two. Dusty is a very nice guy. When I was talking about someone being kind enough to team with Virgil, I'm not surprised that it was Dusty Rhodes.
Tag team contest underway. Both of these teams have been very game so far.
Big chop to the chest. Dusty and Bundy lock up, and Bundy with a scoop slam.
Great match here. But if you missed any of the matches
Great
from this
match
week,
here.
go to WWE.com to catch up on all the
I'm
action.
told that the NXT Tag Team Champions are due a defense next week, so Justin Gabriel and Wade Barrett have said, we'll defend against whoever wins this tag match, it doesn't matter. So this could be huge for Virgil and Dusty, or Bundy and DiBiase.
Oh, he's in trouble
Actually, I was about to say just for Virgil and Dusty because this is their debut match, but, you know, it could be pretty big for either one of these two. Yeah, NXT tag titles are due to be defended, and they will be next week. I believe in 2 weeks' time we'll do another NXT Championship defense.
Wow, look at that reversal.
I do wonder if Tensai will be next in line for that NXT Championship. You know he'll have come down here with the determination. No, that man is injured. And actually has no involvement with anyone in this match. No.
And it looks like we can be heading back into the ring.
No.
Each of these
No, that's just Bruno Sammartino.
now back to the ring.
Yeah, that's who that is. That's Bruno Sammartino. Yeah. Remember him? He's on the NXT roster for some reason. God, I don't know how to use Bruno because I don't give a fuck about him.
Inspired thus far.
It's so hard to use him because I just don't care.
Oh, launched back into the ring.
Yeah.
I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical.
Virgil caught up King Kong Bundy there, and Dusty with a big chop to the chest.
There's the tag, and he's ready.
And I'm not so sure about this, Dusty. That's probably not something you want to do. Oh, well, okay. All right. Oh, no. There you go. Virgil just so hot-headed and full of momentum. He's ready to show the world something.
Bundy's just monstrous in there.
Whoever that man is, he just got knocked off the apron by Bundy. I don't know what he's doing out here. That's not Big E. I'll tell you that much. Big E is injured right now.
I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so
Kick
physical.
attempt by Virgil. Down goes Virgil. Bundy in control once again.
Look at the damage being done by the giant Bundy. Just incredible.
And DiBiase's in. Can someone get this guy out of here? I don't know who this is, but can someone just get this guy out of here?
And he gets the
We've
tag.
got many tags happening right now.
What a hellacious physical match these
Down
gladiators
goes Dusty.
in this.
I guess Virgil would be correct if I called him that, technically speaking, but that would be some real fucking Mark talk right there.
I don't like Dusty Rhodes, I like Virgil Reynolds. I don't like Seth Rollins, I like Tyler Black.
Anything can happen here.
I actually knew someone that was really fucking obnoxious like that. The whole time Daniel Bryan was in WWE, he'd always call him Danielson. And I was like, oh, shut the fuck up, you Mark. He's Daniel Bryan. You can call him that now. That's the name he goes by again. But fucking back then, I was like, just shut up.
This has been
Stop being such a mark. Well, actually, that's a smart, not a mark.
2-2.
Actually, I believe that Tyler Black's best matches happened in 2005 when he wrestled in front of 20 people, and I think everything he's done since then is really bad. Yeah, I just think he was better when he was wrestling in high school gyms. I just don't really like when people have success. They suck when they're successful, but when nobody knows them, that's when they're at their best.
Shit is so
I can't
obnoxious.
believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical.
Big chop by Virgil. I gotta say, Virgil's looked very impressive in this tag match, and Bundy and DiBiase not so much, actually. Maybe Virgil and Dusty could be a good team. I mean, NXT is in need of more teams. Right now, the only registered tag teams in the rankings is or the Nexus, the primetime players, Slaughter and Stud, if you can even call those two a team. I mean, all they ever do is lose. It's probably because Stud's teaming with Slaughter, really. I mean, he should just find a better partner. Big John Studd and Wolf Kessler. That's got more of a ring to it.
I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical.
Big DDT into a suplex there by Virgil. And in comes Dusty Rhodes, and he looks very confused. I think he may have fallen on his head at some point, and I think he's dealing with a minor bit of a concussion. Just a very minor one. DiBiase now, going for the $1 Million Dream here. That's not the $1 Million Dream, is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Sorry, I was because I think as in my head, I couldn't remember if it was the $1 Million Dream or Dream Street, because obviously DiBiase Jr.'s finisher was just the $1 Million Dream, and then he'd like slam them instead of using it as a submission. That was Dream Street. I couldn't remember which one was which for a minute. Money Man, what a good sign, Money Man. Cover attempt here by DiBiase. Oh, it's still going. Roll-up attempt once again. DiBiase getting desperate now. He really wants to get that first ever victory. Imagine it being over the guy that beat him in his debut match. Coming full circle for DiBiase. Once again, suplex into a cover. DiBiase doing everything he can, but Virgil... I'll tell you, this guy's got enough crack in his system. He could get to the side of the arena by the time three's coming down. DiBiase now going in for a cover on Dusty. Another kick out. Dusty might need to get out of there. DiBiase obviously senses that Dusty is a little worn out, and he's doing everything he can to get that pinfall, and quick. Chop and roll. Back and forward between these two. Dusty now. Never mind. Well, winner of this gets a tag title shot next week. Not very established as tag teams, but right now we don't have a tag team contender, so one of these teams very lucky.
He swung wild with that one.
Comes the fist drops from DiBiase. It's interesting how when you see DiBiase compete, you learn how much his son, the former superstar on Raw, learned from him. And DiBiase picks up his first victory here tonight, pinning Dusty Rhodes. That'll be an interesting tag title match next week.
Here are your winners, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, and King Kong Bundy.
And this is going to be a big moment for King Kong Bundy next week, because Bundy was set to become the inaugural NXT tag team champion with Andre the Giant when they faced off against the Nexus for those brand new tag team titles. And Andre turned his back on Bundy, and then the Nexus capitalized. I don't think DiBiase is the same in that sense. I don't think he's going to pass this one up. We might be looking at the next NXT tag team champions if they can defeat Wade Barrett and Justin Gabriel next week for sure, because that's how that works.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, Fandango.
Well, opportunity awaits for Fandango. This man is set to face off against Sin Cara, and if he can win this match, you are looking at the next SmackDown superstar. He'll have a long way to go before he is up in those rankings over on SmackDown, but, you know, this could be a monumental night for Fandango. An interesting choice to go for Sin Cara. What was fascinating to me about this situation was no matter who Fandango chose, he'd be affecting a tag team on either SmackDown or Raw. You see, if he had chosen Drew McIntyre, 3MB would have lost one of its three, Whereas if he had chosen Sin Cara, he's literally splitting Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara from each other, which in a way I think is going to be a blessing for both Rey and Sin Cara should Fandango win here tonight. But obviously this all rests on the shoulders of whether or not Fandango will win. He's got a lot of pressure on him here tonight to try and leave NXT. Such beautiful dance moves from Fandango, I tell you. Really, a very unique superstar in every sense. I think it's always a treat to see this man compete. I think SmackDown's going to be very lucky to have this man should he win this match here tonight. I think you're looking at a star. And his name is Fandango. It's... There goes that hand, just running down his face. I always love watching that bit. It always just looks so odd. I think it's supposed to be a bit more sensual, whereas it just looks like she's like dripping. Like she's literally like just sliding. Like, I mean, she is sliding. You know, I can't word it in a way that makes sense. Just hear me out.
Approaching the ring from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing 196 pounds, Sin Cara.
Well, for the first time Sin Cara sets foot in the NXT arena, will this be his brand new home? Things will be very different down here. You know, speed and agility is actually the NXT champion Andre the Giant's weakness, believe it or not. I'm not saying it would happen. So here we go, Fandango and Sin Cara. Oh, very quick paced start there from the both of them. And Fandango striking away at Sin Cara. The last time Sin Cara competed in singles competition was against his tag team partner and friend Rey Mysterio. And he actually, sorry, I keep going to say he suffered a loss. He did not, he won. He actually defeated Rey. Rey is right next to Sin Cara at the very bottom of the SmackDown rankings, so should Fandango head over to SmackDown, he may have his very first rival on his hands there. Because obviously Rey's going to be quite bitter, I'd imagine, for losing his tag team partner. Fandango very quick on the control in this one. It seems like Sin Cara having a hard time getting out of the starting gate. Big elbow. That's the thing about Fandango is this guy can really hit just a flurry of moves. He can be all over you in an instant.
He anticipated that move perfectly. A fever pitch is here.
Fandango with a big leg sweep. Sin Cara looking finished here. Fandango on the top. Leg drop into the cover. Fandango off the top. He beats him. In a minute and a half, Fandango has just defeated Sin Cara and is officially no longer on NXT. That's it. It's over. Fandango advances to SmackDown. I don't think we've ever seen an EYS match end so quickly. This wasn't even a challenge for Fandango. What a huge acquisition SmackDown has got on its hands. I'm telling you now, this man is a future champion. Sky is the limit. Well, thank you all for watching NXT, where I guess going forward, Sin Cara will now be found. And I'll see you guys this Friday on SmackDown. Maybe we'll see Fandango right away. Who knows?